Hello everyone, this video is the first workout for the basic movements in terms of ground fighting. So this follows a video I've already done about explaining all of the basic movements that are in this drill. It's the day one video. So we're going to go through sort of a full workout, sort of going through each of the basic movements, and you can follow along as we go. We're going to start with a really simple name as a warm-up, just sort of getting used to the floor. Then we're going to drill each of the movements that we did in isolation, and then we're going to work through some sort of set routines that you can follow along, and just turn the volume up so you can listen to the commands, and we can do together. And then if you want to extend your workout, you can obviously repeat any of the sections that you wish. So like I say, I'm not going to explain particularly any of the movements in this video. You need to go and have a look at the other one for that, but hopefully you'll be able to follow along. So make sure you watch that one first and then come back and let's try and get a sweat on. Okay, so first just our warm-up. So what we're going to do is we're going to start seated, grab our feet, and first we're just going to rock backwards and forwards, making sure our spine is nice and curved. Make sure that you keep your knees nice and tight in towards your shoulders. Really allow your spine to curve and elevate the hips. Okay, now as we continue exactly the same motion this time, as you bring your foot up, tuck one foot behind your knee, come forward so that you have one leg forward and one leg perpendicular. And as you come up, swap. Make sure you keep the nice smooth curve in your spine. So obviously this movement would relate to the preparation for a triangle, but also in terms of standing up, which we will do in a second. Ten more. Okay, this time, as we're going to carry on, we're going to do the same movement, but what we're going to do is we're going to add an extra bit. We're going to go to our rear corner. We're almost going to do a backward roll, not quite. So from here, right foot goes to our right corner. We're going to look over our shoulder, come over, plant our foot in the floor, come forward, and then left foot forward. Okay? Then the same the other side, so I look over my left shoulder, come back, plant my foot into the floor, and then push forward. Okay, so all together, let's go. You can use your hands for balance, however you wish. You don't need to use them. You can just use your feet to increase the difficulty, or if you need to, just place them into the floor to provide support. Ten more. Okay, so now I'm going to add a further movement. This time, final part of the warm-up, we're going to come up into a kneeling position. So from here, I'm going to look, one, tuck, and we're going to come all the way up, driving the hips forward, elevating the foot. Make sure that your feet form a triangle for stability, and then we're going to drop back, whatever leg is forward, that's the shoulder we go over. So we sit back, over, and then come up. Okay, let's go. As you come up, think about knee position, make sure the forward knee stays in a straight line. 10 more. If you want to increase the difficulty of this movement, go into a full stand as you do it. Okay, so that's our warm up. Next thing is just to have a really quick stretch. So if you want to pause the video and do your own stretch, that's totally fine. I'm just going to do some simple ones that I like to do. So first, left foot up, right foot back, right foot flat. We're just going to lean and press forward, just stretching the quadriceps. And hold for 8 to 10 seconds, and then relax. And then repeat. Try and go a little bit deeper. And change. We try and push the hip flexor down towards the floor. Relax, and again. Relax, good. Into a seated butterfly position, feet together, grab the toes, pull the heels in close to your butt. Elbow pressure gently, just on the inside of the legs, and press the knees to the floor. You can also increase this more by slightly curving the spine and bringing your chin forward. And relax, and again. Okay, left foot out, right foot tucked in. Straighten the leg, get the knee pressed as close to the floor as you can. Extend, grab the toes, elevate the heel, pull slightly forward. Okay, and relax. Now take the head towards the knee. You can, if you wish, take the head to the other knee. I don't particularly like that stretch, but if you want to, feel free to add it. So we repeat the same on the other side, grab the toes, elevate the heel. And then down towards the knee. Okay, for the spine, this time, onto the tummies. Hands underneath your chin, breathe in, push up. And then as you breathe out, push your hips down into the floor. And then relax. And again, so hold the breath at the top and then breathe out and relax the lower spine. And down. One more time. Breathe in. And out. And down. One final one. Little bit of a fun challenge. Arms out to the side into a crucifix position. You're going to take your right foot and bring it to touch your left hand, but without cheating and doing this. So try and keep your arms out in the crucifix position and come over. And then change. I really like this stretch for my lower back. I find it really valuable. It's a really good one to do. And then back. Just push back. And then forward again. And back. Good. Okay. If you need to do any extra stretching, make sure that you do before we go into the next section, where we're going to do some drills. So, moving into the drill section, what we're going to do is we're going to do each of the basic movements that we did in the day one video about basic movements on the ground, and we're going to drill them. So we're going to start with left and right feet. Okay, so we're going to do initially each exercise 10 times, okay, and then we're going to go through as a sequence. So we start Shigogatame, okay, starting, we're going to go left, then we're going to go right, okay, and we're going to do it on the count. So from here, ready? One count is going to be left and right. So as an example, each is 1 and 2, okay? Let's go. Each, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, 9, 10. Good. So that's our first exercise. We'll come back to that in a minute. Number 2 was both feet back. So again, we're just going to go in and back as one. So from here, so ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, 9, 10. Good. So that's number 2. Number 3, we introduced the swivel motion. We're just going to swivel from each side, okay, there's one count. So from both feet back, swivel. So from here, we're going to go to the side. Just quickly, remember you can do it in one go, or if you need to, do it in 2 stages. Go to both feet back, and then step through, okay? So one count is 1 swivel. This time, we're going to do 20. So let's go. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, 9, 10. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, 9, 10. Good, so that's our 3rd drill. 4th movement we looked at is the spin, okay? This time, we're just gonna go from both feet back, swivel, single spin as one technique. But what we're gonna do is alternate sides. So watch first, from Shigogatame, both feet back, swivel, spin, both feet back, swivel the other way, and then spin, okay? That will be 2 counts, okay? Let's go. From here, ready? Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, 9, 10. Good. Last but not least, last movement we did was dropping into a guard and then backward roll. So again, we're going to go from the swivel movement. From here, we're going to drop, guard, backward roll. We're going to go into the swivel again. Either side is okay. And then backward roll. So again, we're going to do this 10 times. Ready to go? So, swivel, guard, backward roll. Swivel, guard, backward roll. San, shi, go, roku, shichi, hachi, 9, 10. And yasame. Okay, so that's each of the basic drills for all the movements we've counted so far. Have a quick rest. Next, we're going to go into just short routines, going all the way through the drill, increasing in difficulty. Okay, for this next section, we're going to go straight into 3 short workout routines. So they're going to use all the movements we've just done, all the drills, but in a random and continuous flow. We're going to increase the speed. So the first one is going to be pretty reasonable pace, just to give you a chance to get into it, get into the movements and have a go. So we're going to do a minute each time, and then if you need to, you can repeat each of the routines for slightly longer. Okay, so level 1. Okay, let's go. So Shihobitame, left foot out, in, right foot out, in, left foot out, in, both feet back, swivel, swivel, guard, backward roll, left foot out, swivel, spin, both feet back, in, both feet back, swivel, both feet back, in, right foot out, swivel, guard, backward roll, both feet back, swivel, spin, both feet back, swivel, 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 both feet back, in, left foot out, in, right foot out, in, left foot, swivel, spin, right foot, swivel, spin, both feet back, swivel, swivel, both feet back, in, and Yasumi. So that's 1 minute, just of the basic routine. If you want, replay that minute, do it again after you've had a short rest. Just get used to the flow of the movements. Okay, now it's time to have a go at the level 2 workout. It's going to be slightly faster, so try and keep up the best you can. And again, if you want to do it more than once, replay this little section. Again, it's going to be 1 minute, but it's going to be continuous. Okay, ready? Let's go. So, both feet back, in, both feet back, in, left foot, in, right foot, in, left foot, swivel, 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 spin, left foot, swivel, guard, backward roll, left foot, swivel, guard, backward roll, right foot, swivel, guard, backward roll, left foot, right foot, left foot, swivel, 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 spin, right foot, swivel, spin, left foot, swivel, spin, left foot, in, right foot, swivel, spin, backward roll, left foot, swivel, spin, left foot, swivel, guard, backward roll, left foot, in, right foot, in, both feet back, in, both feet back, in, swivel, swivel, spin, left foot, swivel, spin, and Yasumi. So again, have a short rest before we move on to beast mode. Okay, let's go and start our final level, beast mode. So we're going to go really quite quick this time. So your objective is to try and keep up as much as you can. If you can manage to make it all the way through this without making a mistake, you'll probably do better than I will. So again, if you need to do this more than once, absolutely go for it. Doing this 2 or 3 times in quick succession should finish you off reasonably quickly. So good luck. Here we go. 1 minute. Starting in the guard. Backward roll. Left foot out. Swivel. Guard. Backward roll. Right foot. Swivel. Guard. Backward roll. Left foot. Swivel. 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 Spin. Both feet back. Swivel. Spin. Both feet back. Swivel. Swivel. Spin. Both feet back. Swivel. Spin. Left foot. Swivel. Back. In. Right foot. Swivel. Back. In. Left foot. Swivel. Back. In. Right foot. Swivel. Back. In. Left foot. Swivel. Spin. Left foot. Swivel. Guard. Backward roll. Right foot. Swivel. Guard. Backward roll. Left foot. In. Right foot. In. Both feet back. Swivel. Spin. Left foot. In. Right foot. In. Both feet back, in. Both feet back, in. Left foot, swivel, spin. Both feet back, swivel, 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 spin. And yasumi. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Hopefully you've got a pretty good sweat on going by this point, and hopefully that's helped you get your heart rate going, encourage you to want to go back and do it all over again. This is just going to be the first of several workouts that we're going to do. They're going to increase in difficulty. So today only includes the first 6 movements, and each day we're going to add some more. It's going to get a little bit more complex. So make sure you look out for those videos, and hopefully I'll see you on the digital mat in the cloud very, very soon. Remember, as always, do the important things. Stay safe, wash your hands, don't go out if you don't need to, and remember, just let the people you really care about know. And I'll see you very, very soon.